Two of the following videos are true, while the other one is trash. Can you spot the fake? Round 1, let's begin. This is a rubber mat with a hook attached to it. This metal piece holding the mat in the middle is not magnetic, and you can slide the mat back and forth on a surface. I'm going to use this mat with a pretty large and heavy board. If I put the board flat on the ground, I can place the mat on top of the board and lift the entire board without any glue or adhesive. This is a piezoelectric spark plug. When I press the button, it creates an extremely hot spark between the two wires with a temperature estimated at over 1,000 degrees. You can see it better here in the dark. Nothing really happens when this spark is unconstrained in the air, but if I feed the wires through a film canister cap and then seal it with the base, the extreme heat from the spark rapidly expands the air in the confined space, causing the capsule to shoot up in the air. Here's a bunch of cube magnets stuck together that I'm going to place in this glass. Then I'm going to fill up this container with a bunch of rice. If I rapidly shake the glass up and down, the magnet will slowly rise in the rice despite being much heavier than the rice itself. After shaking it for a while, I can set it down and see that the magnets have risen to the top where I can easily grab them. You've now seen all 3 videos, and it's time to pause to vote in the comments for which one you thought was fake. While you think, I'm excited to announce I'm releasing my first ever video game, Stick Scholars, which is an online party game based on parkour, trivia, and social deduction. You can watch the link trailer for all the details, but the general premise is that the group is trying to graduate by passing trivia quizzes, while one member in your group is secretly a class clown who tries to sabotage by messing up the group's attempt to get to school, or by intentionally missing trivia questions without being too obvious or risk getting suspended. If you're interested in playing, I'd love for you to wishlist the game on Steam. Thanks for your support, and now on to the review. Simply pulling up on this mat does allow you to lift quite heavy objects. The rubber mat makes a seal, so when you pull up, a partial vacuum is created between the mat and the wood board, which allows atmospheric air pressure to push on all sides, keeping the objects together. Pulling from the side and the mat easily comes off. Shaking this container of rice up and down does cause the heavier magnets to rise to the top. This is a demonstration of the Brazil nut effect, which is based on how large nuts like Brazil nuts will often rise to the top, while smaller nuts will sink to the bottom in bags when they've been shaken a lot. That means that confining an electric spark like this does not cause the container to shoot up. I actually coated the canister with a bit of acetone. Then when I push the button, the spark ignites the flammable fuel and causes the canister to fly up.